What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, we're going to be checking out XLM. So if you like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I appreciate it. So we got XLM here on the daily chart. Not much has changed, if I'm being honest. That's why I didn't drop any videos yesterday. Things are up a little bit, but let's take a look at what's going on. Okay, so we're still holding this zone. Right, still holding the zone. Got pretty close on that mark. I saw some guys, Luke, right, prime time. Thanks for the shout out. Right, it did close a little bit below, so technically, right. I mean, this line was at 3083, and it closed at what, 3081. I just with something like that, it's once we close down below this 30 cent range definitively, I'm expecting that this overall, right, 1, 2, 3, and this is a whole fourth wave, and then we're coming down. So we have those two scenarios, right? So if we hold that line right there, right, hold this line, I do think that we're moving higher. If we get lower than that, then probably take out one of these lows, something down through here, possibly take out this low. I know this isn't the real low because Binance went down to 16 cents. So I'm not sure. I don't know if you heard about the news, but that's the founder of Binance was pardoned right before your supposed trade talks with China. So take that for what you will. CPI data came in today at 3%. So that's core. That's core inflation, and so it was expected at 3.1. So it is what it is. It's still, inflation is still, it's still up, but and then you have rate cuts coming in next week. So I think a lot of things are actually lining up for next week. We do have, so there's like a pattern within a pattern. I don't know if you could see, but through here too, right? Something in through there. That ends around the 31st, right? Right around where we're going to have a decision to be made. And obviously this is a pattern too. So I do want to check out, this is pretty bearish. This candle's pretty bearish. We did have a cross down below, right? We had a cross. Things are kind of stalling a little bit, right? It's not much is going on, right? Kind of just going sideways. Where were we at? Last week, Saturday, we were at 30 point whatever cents. Last week, Friday, we were at 30.8 cents. Yesterday we were at 30.8 cents, right? So it's just, you've gone completely sideways. Nothing's really going on. Got a green dot on the Fu Manchu. Got a cross. We were talking about the stochastic the other day. Not much has happened with that. It's actually turned out to be pretty bearish. 9 o'clock. Cross on the moving average. I don't see anything happening. I don't see anything happening until next week. Maybe what I do see happening, right? If market makers are, if they do what they've been doing, right? If they do what they've been doing, we're probably gonna get a flush before and then go, right? Something like that, or a rip and then a flush and then go. Something, right? It's gonna be a quick move, and whatever it is, I think it's the real move's gonna be to the opposite. So if we come down, the real move's going to be like that. If we come up, right, like that, the real move's going to be coming back down. Something like that to clear everyone out. Maybe set up like a big 1-2 and clear everyone out. So time will tell. Time will tell. I do think at this point, the fact that we haven't, right, with this wick right here, we haven't got above this trend line still. We're still down below this trend line. I'm assuming stablecoin dominance looks bullish. I haven't even looked at it today. Just woke up. Had a late night. It's looking more and more like we're coming down like that. So, not a financial advice or not financial advice. That's just kind of what the vibes are. I can change my mind. I'm going to go into the smaller time frames and check it out. You just reject that 51.55. Almost perfectly. This will really tell us what's going to happen, right, once we come down through here. If we lose the moving average, at this point, at that point, I'm gonna wave the white flag, and maybe we come down for another touch. Maybe we come all the way back down to this 30.3 or whatever. Maybe we come all the way back down like that, then go something like that. I drew this yesterday. Just kind of wanted to see what happened. We went down and went back up. I like a quick. It's just choppy right now. It's just hard for, right? It's hard for a direction to be made because leverage is just getting killed right now. A lot of revenge traders, right? There's a lot of revenge trading going on right now, and they're just getting destroyed. They're getting destroyed. We do have momentum on the Fu Manchu, right? So just in case if you're new to the channel, right, indicators, the Fu Manchu's right here. It is a version of the MACD. I like it. It's got the blue in it. I'm from Hawaii, so I like the blue. I'm just more of a visual guy. The MACD is just boring, right? It's boring. It's a little bit more delayed. This is a little bit more accurate, just with you can see in real time the amount of momentum an asset has to the downside or to the upside, and that also gives relative buy signals. So that's what I like about it, right? We're still in that downtrend, that sell side wall, can't get above it. So let's see how you interact with that today. How many hours till close? 3 hours. Okay, that'll be good to watch. I do want to check out stablecoin dominance, but just overall right now, this doesn't look. The low there. I mean, on the 4 hour, if we're talking about the 4 hour, right? I mean, yeah, you kind of got like your A, B, C. Kind of got like an ABC going on right now. So if I were to flip this, that kind of looks like, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks like that's actually starting to look more and more like this right here. If I'm being honest, is it not? But to the downside, I mean, that's you've come down, you come down. Are you kind of flagging up and kind of like that rounded, and then it went like that. Exactly what it did. It's exactly what it did. So, I mean, that's kind of good, right? Just when you start looking at it from an inverted angle, you're like, oh, dang, that actually lines up pretty well. You kind of got like this, almost like a rounded look to it. Kind of looks like it's rounded like that. This kind of looks rounded like that. Right, you've come down, you're kind of going sideways, trying to get up. So we're getting close to a decision. This candle was ugly for sure. That was an ugly candle. What time was that though? 5 o'clock. So that's like people across the pond. I guess East Coast, because East Coast, I don't know what time that is. No, that's East Coast time. So 5 o'clock. No, it's not. That's our time. I'm tripping. Yeah, so East Coast, I think it's 2 hours ahead. So that's at 7 o'clock. So either New York opened bearish, and so I do want to check out. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's go look at stablecoin dominance. This does look kind of nice. It's not as vertical as I'd like. It's not as vertical, right? A little bit more vertical. So we have that level down below, right? You close below is at 30.2. We have 24. Let me put on another level right there. Let me see an area that we could possibly go to just based off this and what we've done right here. So we'll go from a low to the high. Right, touch that 886. I mean, that double bottom's at 28 cents even. That's 23 cents. I do want to see. So if we're looking at an A, B, C, I'm gonna look overextended A. I mean, we could have some type of running flat. It's probably going to give me the same thing. So let me go from right here to right here. I always do that when it's inverted. I'm sorry, I did it again. I did it 28.1. It's kind of an area, right? That 28.1 higher low overall, a higher low. I don't know at this point. This 31.9 still resistance at that 0.5. You're respecting that fib. Yeah, 28.1. Slightly higher low, and this is a close, right? You can still wick down below. It's an area now. This is acting as resistance, something like that. I mean, there's so much resistance up, right? I mean, it's acted as resistance and now support, right? So now you have, let me see here, you got 1, you got 2, you got 3, you got 4, you got 5. Okay, 5 areas. So now 31.7 is the target to get above. I mean, it just keeps getting lower and lower. I mean, expectations are lower and lower, right? I mean, we're not asking for the world, but it feels like it sometimes, doesn't it? It just feels like it. Okay, let's go into, this was a nice play. I've actually been getting more and more just back into traditional stocks. I don't know. I fare a lot better with the smaller swing trades. With crypto, it's just so, it's so cheap. It's so manipulated. Indicators they're almost impossible. So it's almost trend lines, patterns, and price action. I mean, yeah, EMAs are great. Yeah, Fu Manchu is great. RSI is probably the best, but it's just nothing's really respecting anything right now. It's kind of the opposite, in my opinion. So I got a pattern within a pattern. So just in case you didn't know, this is a pattern where I've taken just the mean, just the average, right? In here has been the average, and then these are outliers, right? Outlier, so far. And so, right, we haven't really picked a decision. We haven't picked a direction, right? We haven't picked a direction. We haven't gone down. We really haven't gone up, if we're really thinking about it. I do want to take something. Let's take this. 6% off the average. And let's take this. 3% off the average. How high do we get up here? 6% off the average. So up through here is about the same, right? It's about the same. So relatively similar, right? We are down below the 20-day. Oh, it's on the 4-hour. Sorry, the 24-hour, whatever, the 20 EMA. Down below the 20. Oscillating down. It is overall a. I do want to say at this point it's bearish, but the fact that you've come up in 5, this is definitely up in 5, right? You definitely got your 1, 2, 3, and then this is like your 4. And even right here is your 4, A, B, C down, right? And then now you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now you got like your A, B, C, something like that, right? So you've come up in 5. We're gonna get another. There's 2 options. What we got here? There's 2 options. Either, right? So this was your I don't think that's an ABC. That's just too small. That's too small. So you got your A, B coming down for a C. Maybe you have a running flat. And now you're working on a 1, 2. Right? You're working on a 1, 2. You got to get 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's the one option. That has to be the one option. It goes, chicken scratch is going up to chicken scratch. It's not, these aren't the levels, but it's just the idea, right? It's the idea. Or, right, you came up in 5, you're in an A, B, C. You're going to come up, reject, and then slam back down, and then you're working on a 1, 2 to the downside. All right, or you're working on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. You come back down. So those are kind of, I mean, again, not the levels, but just an idea of something where, right, you've tested it a couple times and you've rejected. Right, you've tested both sides, both to the upside and to the downside. So, right, we got something through here, right there, there, right there, right there. All right, so we got 3 to the upside, 2 to the downside. So I mean, right now we're in the middle of the channel, trying to make a decision. We're under the 20, so I'd assume we come down, right? I'd assume we come down, right? And if we do that, if we bounce off here, then we're probably starting, you know, something that we don't want to start, right? So we're coming up on a decision pretty here shortly, and so I just want to let you guys know the both levels. You know, the level to the upside, you know, the level to the downside, at least for XLM, to the downside, right, at 30.3 cents, and then at this point we need to get above 36 cents. We need to get above the October open. I know there's this, you know, oh, you got to get up no, you need to get up through here and reverse the trend. Then you can go. You don't need just to shoot all the way up and get above this whole entire range in one move. You just got to get above this local high. And now you got to get above 31 cents. You got to do something like we have on the, why am I spacing? I haven't had all my coffee. Let me see if I can, the bars pattern. I could not think of it, I'm sorry. You got to get something vertical, just like the bars pattern, right? You got to get something vertical. Then you come down like that. Then go. That's what we need. So that's that. Oh, it's let me check out Bitcoin dominance for you guys too, right? So I drew another pattern within a pattern, right? It's just kind of just chopping up, right? Chopping up. Not much going on, honestly. Not much going on. The weekly, we're above on the weekly, right? So let's see what we can do with the weekly. We are above, right? I mean, next week is pretty much the last week of it all. So let's see, we did reject through here once. So, you know, just waiting on that for the daily and for the weekly. The daily, we've fallen down below on this, and it's the same concept, right? I mean, this looks bearish as heck. This looks bearish as heck. You know what? Let's redo. I'm gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it. Just gonna keep it. You know why? Because if we come back up, then it's like, okay, it's the same concept as stablecoin dominance, right? Because right now it's like we've fallen down below, but we haven't really fallen down below, if you know what I'm saying. We've kind of just hanging out. That's what we're looking for. So, and then this chart on the 4-hour looks super bearish, super bearish. All right, just chopping up slowly. It's a stablecoin dominance plus Bitcoin dominance. We're looking for a rejection. This, I mean, it did find support at the 20. We're looking for a rejection and come down. The RSI looks on this chart is actually bearish. Let me see on the daily. Right, you have this spike up, and then you're trying to recover, but overall. That's so bad. That chicken scratch is so bad. Something like that. That's what it looks like to me. And both the RSI and the moving average are both facing down. So that's good for us. You got a red dot on the daily. You know, like I said, has it been so effective? Not so much. On the stablecoin dominance, I forgot to show you guys stablecoin dominance. I don't even know if it's there anymore. It should be there. Yeah, red dot on the Fu Manchu on the 2-day. So I forgot, yeah, this is huge, right? So we have bearish divergence, right? Bearish divergence, something like that and like that, right? We have lower highs in RSI, higher highs in price on the 2-day chart. On the 2-day chart, you got a red dot on the Fu Manchu on the 2-day. The last time that happened in a relatively similar area, right, was through the beginning of September. right? And then same thing kind of happened through July. Okay, that's April. No. Where's November? November's through here. Where's the red dot? Red dot, similar spot. That was in October. That was in September, and then it took another month and a half for altcoin season or whatever. So either way, it is a red dot. We do like to see red dots on this chart on the larger time frames. We did have a cross through here, right? I don't know if you can see this. We had a cross from the 50 and the 200. So that's hopefully we can get this. If we can get this just coming right back down, that'd be nice. And now we can have the 20 cross down below everything. So it's setting up to be pretty bearish if we can have the move, right? If we can have the move. And then this is the last bit. Sorry, I was kind of spacing earlier, but this right here is the reason why we could see larger price action to the upside. Just because if that 100 crosses up above the 200, we would get that scenario where we're building up for that last 5-leg move to the upside. So just keep those in mind. Keep those levels on an alert or something. And so other than that, that's what I got for today. If you like today's video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more. Leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I appreciate you stopping by, and I appreciate your time. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.